Gentlemen, you are here with Don M. Another one. I feel bare. I feel bare. Now we talking. Yeah. Like it with the cap, because then I can drop it down, then I can look, but then I don't have to be seen. But I can see you, but you can't see me. So we like the hatch, you know what I'm saying? But yo, social media, the web, the World Wide Web, www, World Wide Web. It has everyone caught up in the mix. It has everyone caught up in their spider webs. The World Wide Web. How you doing with your social media? How you folks doing with your platforms? Are you enjoying yourselves as you scroll through and you see different titles and you watch the videos and you read the comments? Are you entertained? Are you not entertained? Well, folks, entertainment is about to get greater. In the next few months, you're going to see the entertainment level get to a point where entertainment is going to self-explode. You're about to watch entertainers scramble like roaches in the kitchen. If you ain't even watch, if you're not seeing it now, you have entertainers, you have actors and rappers, and you have dancers, singers, entertainers. They just scrambling. Nobody want the microphone in front of them now. Before, everybody want the mic. Everybody want the spotlight. Everyone want attention. Everybody want to sit on the sofa. Everybody wanted to be part of the red carpet. Everybody wanted to be in the Diddy party. Everyone wanted to be in the mix. But for some reason, nobody wanted to be in the mix. And you should have seen it coming, folks. Why didn't you see this coming? Why didn't you see this coming? So we're going to talk about the avalanche that's coming. You have to be able to see through the eyes. You have to be able to witness through the past and know what the future is. And I'm sorry to say, but the social media can really make a lot of people unalive themselves. I would like to see the statistics on people from social media who really committed suicide, people from social media who really took their lives. And this is a deep, deep conversation, folks, because J.LO, J.LO, I don't know what cloth she's built from. I mean, J.LO's from the Bronx. Jenny from the Block. Jenny from the Block is from the Bronx, New York. As she says, she's from Castle Hill. All right, she's from Castle Hill, Bronx. I don't know much about Jenny's background, except for the fact that, from what I heard, I don't know much from Jenny's background except from what I can see. And what I've seen and what I heard is that Jenny from the block, she really was from that block. You know, she's a pretty, thick Puerto Rican chick who loved hip hop. She loved to dance. She loved her culture. She loved salsa. She loved the mix. She loved the spotlight. And when you have a woman like that, sometimes you can really use her for other things. And Jenny from the Block, I believe she's been used for quite some time. Jenny from the Block. Jenny from the Block. Jenny from the Block with the Glock. Pop, pop, pop. That's what we talk about, Jenny from the Block. I don't normally give Jennifer Lopez no time of day, but Jennifer Lopez might be your modern day Phyllis Wheatley. What woman? I forgot the lady name. I wish I had a name. I'm sorry, folks, but what's the lady name? I'll be right back. Because I wanted to show you something. This is some spooky business, babies. So I was thinking Phyllis Hyman. You know what I'm saying? They said she suffered from bipolarism and she committed suicide. I'm not going to get too deep on all these folks. You know, we had Simone Charisse. 25-year-old girl. She was very beautiful. 25-year-old girl. She was on the X Factor. She unalived herself, supposedly. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm not really gonna buy that. Out of 8 to 10 women, I'm not gonna buy all of them killed themselves. I don't buy that. I believe that they was unalive from someone else. I believe that they was murdered. But when you are part of this Illuminati cult, the only way out, like they say, is you have to kill yourself. You either get murdered, or I forget. Like I said, there's one other way that you can be out from this whole situation. There's 3 ways. You know what I'm saying? I told you I was gonna have the third way, but I'll be forgetting. But the bottom line is, what's so scary is that who's to say Jennifer Lopez don't come up in that situation? She might not even do it herself, but it might come down as a suicide for what's going on. We have to really pay attention to what's going on, folks. When I say she might unalive herself, folks, just like all these other women who history shows, Melinda Gale McCready. How many people heard of her? No, we're not going to hear these folks. We've seen them in the spotlight, but then they just disappear and they fade away, folks. She was a country singer, okay? Melinda Gale McCready. And what happened with her was a pornographic video was released of her. It went on sale. A pornographic video. She wasn't as big as J.Lo, I guess. She wasn't close to the people, I guess. She was just collateral damage. I could see her unliving herself. You know what I'm saying? When the world sees you for what you wasn't trying to put out there. When the world sees something about you, your dark side, that you're not trying to put out there. There's so many people that's dealing with mental disorder, a little mental case. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, it's not really 100% got it under control. And when you don't have it 100% under control, sometimes you can be talked to, you can be persuaded within your own mind. And that's what happens with so many of these folks. They be persuaded to take their lives, and with the drugs and the alcohol, and then you can't be able to look yourself in the mirror. Well, folks, how much of this do you think that J.Lo can go through? I don't know how many videos are being removed from the internet. I don't know if, saying every time a video goes up, saying they have lawyers to fight to get those videos taken down. I don't really know what's going on, but I'm telling you, there's hundreds and hundreds of people talking about this woman at such a high level. And I'm not too sure what type of cloth she's built from. You could say when she was dealing with the Sean Combs case, when the gun and everything, she abandoned ship. She wasn't built for that. But she's really built for a whole lot. But she wasn't built for that type of spotlight. She ran from Puff. Although she was still in the mix, folks, trust me, she was in the mix. But that limelight situation, she ran from it. And it's been haunting her since. I don't know what cloth she's really built from, folks. But she's been being pimped for a very long time. And the scary thing about Miss J.Lo is, like I said, she's been around the block doing various things for quite some time. Jenny from the block. We also had this another lady. Her name was Chelsea. I hope I don't mess up her name. Corinne Christ. Or Christ. I'm going to say Christ. With a K. K-R-Y-S-T. Christ. She was Miss USA in 2019. They found her on the sidewalk in front of her condominium, and they labeled it suicide. Okay? What did she go through? Miss Chelsea Corinne. She was also a lawyer. Okay, she was a lawyer. She was a beautiful woman / lawyer. What did she know? What did she engage in? What did she go against? What did she say I'm not part of? What did she see for her to be gone? J.Lo. J.Lo right now is not going to jail. She's not built for jail. Like she said, she's a lover. She's not a fighter. I'm a little late with this because I was watching her speech. I never watched her speech, so I had to take time out to watch her speech in Vegas. I wanted to see her speech in Vegas for Kamala Harris because I wanted to hear what she was felt. I wanted to hear how she was feeling at the time. It was only 5 days from the election, so I had to take time out to listen to Jennifer Lopez and see and check her temperature. I had to check her spirit, check her character. She don't look too good right now. She looks thin. She looks pale. She looks like she's seen ghosts. She don't look strong. She looked weak. And sadly, I mean, with all the sad, she's at an age where she should be getting roles after roles after roles for her acting, but it don't appear that she's even getting any roles or anything. So you already know what happened to beautiful women when they don't get the roles no more. They're not getting the shows no more. They're not getting contracts. They're not even in the mix no more. They're not in the limelight. They're not in the magazines. They losing their prestige amongst the people. They start going to drugs a little bit more. They start going to alcohol a little bit more. Well, don't think that Jenny's a clean girl. Jenny's from the block. From what I heard, Jenny isn't right. Didn't we all hear it? Didn't we all hear that she's into the drug game? Didn't we all hear from inside people who's coming on the waves and talking about the situation and have so much hate? Didn't Adria English show her anger towards Jennifer Lopez? Didn't she show her hatred towards Jennifer Lopez? Now, all of us who grew up watching Jenny, we all had our assumptions of her. We all had our true assumptions of her. We knew that she didn't make it just because of her raw talent. We knew that she made it because of her fat booty. We knew she made it because her direction that she went with the hip hop and being a dancer in living color. We knew that she made it because of a certain path that she went, and we also knew that that path that she went was not no clean path. We just probably didn't have all the inside scoop, but we knew that Jenny from the block was that chick. She was that Latin chick, and she kept going to the top. She was doing videos with Ja Rule, LL Cool J. She knew how to maneuver through the black culture to get to where she had to get to. The Sean Combs. And where did that get her? It got her to a spotlight in a high note. And then she thought the marriage with Ben Affleck was going to take her to the next level. It got her a few roles and a few movies, but trust me, it didn't take her to the next level because he left her, she left him, they left each other, they got back with each other. That's a mental stress itself. She got married. Now she no longer with him. Anthony, what was the guy, the singer? Anthony, whatever that Spanish guy name is. Antonio, whatever that dude name is. It's going to come to me. Mark Anthony, thanks. Mark Anthony. Dating Mark Anthony. Then Mark Anthony, remember how they all be swapping, they swapping relationships. It's how strong you are to deal with that type of sexual activity that goes on in the world. Are you strong enough to watch a man smashing this woman over there? It's a lot of mental dysfunction that goes on in Hollywood. But she seemed to embrace it. But there's a difference between Hollywood and social media. Hollywood protects their clients. Social media trolls. Social media spotlight your worst time. Social media know how to bury you when you're in your time of being vulnerable. Social media knows how to break you down. Social media has all forms of demonic entities. While Hollywood has all the above, Hollywood is there to protect their people. But Hollywood is gone. Hollywood is fading. And now social media is the mainstream. And lady, I don't, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think that she's going to be able to handle this social media that's coming down the next 4 or 5 months. Her next 4 months, we have to watch her closely because Jennifer Lopez is not the one that sticks around. She's not the one to be able to deal with this type of funk. So when her name is really being called up, when the courts start calling her, when she has to come to court, and when she starts seeing the faces of her victims, I think she's gonna break before that. We know she's gonna break before that. How many people think that she's gonna stand strong and be loyal to Hollywood? Do you think that she can do the 20 years in jail? Because her assault charges are real. We haven't heard no assault charges like that. How many people heard of another woman with a broken bottle using it as a sex toy for a young kid? I gotta repeat that. How many people hear on a regular basis a woman using a broken bottle and using it as a sex toy for a young kid, for anybody, for another woman, sticking a broken bottle inside of a woman's vagina? How many people have ever heard of that? How many people would want to see that? It's just hearing it sounds like, yo, that person needs to be killed. And that person just so happened to be J.LO. How can she prove that she's not the one who did that? And if there's video footage of it, whoever's holding on to this footage also needs to be jailed. Because this is not something that needs to be brought up to trial. This is something that needs to be eradicated right now, be eradicated right now, be dealt with at this moment. Because allowing her to walk the face of the earth still. If a man did that, and a man had video footage of a man doing that. Matter of fact, if a man did that to J.Lo, do you think he'd still be walking around free? With no questions? Why are they not taking these girls' words seriously? Why they are taking these girls like as just social media heads? You had Adria English come out. You had Misha come out. You had tons of women coming out. You had Ali Carter come out. And there's no telling how many other women has brought their cases to the platform. So why is it that they being totally ignored? Why is it that they have to really fight for them just to be heard? Why Oprah don't want to put Ali Carter on her sofa? Anytime you get a chance to destroy a black man, Oprah, you always do it. When I say this is becoming very annoying and very spooky, I'm almost at a point where it's time for us to really just do a witch hunt ourselves and go and catch these people and bring them to the hood court and have a trial for them. They have to really prove themselves innocent. For J.Lo to be on the stage, for Jennifer Lopez to be on the stage, folks, and she getting a platform to speak for the president, with allegations of her floating on the internet, of stabbing a girl in her vagina with a broken bottle. Because this been on the internet before the November 5th election. This been on the internet way before October 30th. This has been out there. And when you do the breakdown of Jennifer Lopez and her past and where she's at with it, somebody has to ask her, how are you feeling right now? Are you okay? Why is she not on Jennifer Hudson's show? Right now, Jennifer Lopez should be on every platform out there in mainstream to kind of separate her from the Sean Combs in that time frame. They should be giving her a platform to separate herself, not wait for the court case to take place. Her name's already mentioned. If Jennifer Lopez is an innocent woman, why her PR is not reaching out to these shows, The View, to get her on there for her, before she has to start going to court, for her to brighten up her picture because it's gray right now. Why no shows is paying her to come on the show to clean up her act, to paint a positive picture? Why she's not on no platforms? I mean, maybe I'm just talking about ass because I don't watch TV. But is she on The View? Is she on a platform? Is she on one of those talk shows that deal with a lot of women? Or is she sitting down on the sofa talking? Is she on these night shows? Is she on someone's podcast speaking? She's not even on the podcast. But yes, she's at the presidential rallies, the presidential candidates rallies, because she got to get in her girl that's going to clear her. She had to get her girl in office to clear her. How would you feel if you heard your daughter being attacked by another woman or another man with a broken bottle, and they have to reconstruct her vagina? How would you feel if that was your daughter? Why is there's no movement out there against this situation? When Trump said grab him by the poo poom, grab him by the poo poom, she's poking him at the poo poom. Grab him, poke him, grab him, stick him, grab him, jug him, grab him. Shit, girls, wouldn't you rather be grabbed? What's a little grab as a jabbing? Why y'all not marching in the streets for these women? Why are you not marching in the streets for these girls who's coming out the closet and saying that they were sexually mutilated and sexually abused and they had to do things such as murder, commit murder? Why is J.LO not sitting around? She don't look nervous enough for me personally. She looks nervous, but she don't look nervous enough. There's no reason for her to be on that campaign trail. She wasn't supposed to be out there, but there's not that much pressure on her. Unless she has that much pressure that she felt the need to get out there and go talk about the talk. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's more spooky than what you think. Goldie Mac. I got a dude whose name is Goldie Mac. I went to college with a guy, my man. What up? Is this my man Phil? Umar's in Sydney, Australia, talking about he does not see any black people, but he can't do the right thing by you. Oh yeah, I know. Goldie, we're going to definitely talk about that because I am a victim, folks. When I say I'm a victim, I'm hurting. I'm really hurting because this man's always on the spotlight talking his talk, and he's just not walking the walk. And that's why it's important for us to really crack down on these villains. And that's why I have to really get on J.LO right now. Later on, I'm going to get on Dirty Finger Umar Johnson. Look at my fingernails, folks. See my fingernails? And drop a dime. Look, I'm going to scratch my head, too. Look, I'm going to scratch my head. I'm not going to scratch my balls on this, but scratch my head. Okay, see, scratch my head. Now I'm going to show my fingernails. Okay? How many you got? How many people can do that? Scratching my head. Scratching it. You see my fingernails? Look at Umar Johnson's fingernails. He's a dirty bastard. See my fingernails? All right? I would be, but this is family tube. Okay, this is family tube, so I'm not going to scratch down there and just show you, but it'll still be like this. Dirty ass Umar Johnson, dirty fingernail having, kissing y'all women. Oh, he's definitely a predator. So Goldie, I got you. All right, Goldie, we got him. And his lawyer, Jabari. I'm about to put his number out there for you folks to start calling and demanding that they pay me. I'm gonna put Jabari's telephone number and his email address so you folks can start hitting him up. But right now, we're gonna keep this focus on this witch. This witch. You know a lot of Spanish women's into this. What, Santa Maria? I dated a Spanish girl, right? And her grandmother cast a curse on me. Okay? because she told me that, when she was trying to break up with me, she was trying to separate herself from me. She found it to be kind of hard, and so she broke down to her grandmother and told her grandmother the situation. It was weird her telling me this, and she said that her grandmother pretty much put a curse out. She did a whole bunch of stuff, and she put a curse to break her granddaughter away from me. So that was kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? And it's no type of, I don't know what type of curse she put on me, and that's probably still on me. So pray for me, folks. You know what I'm saying? I'm single. I need to be married soon. I need to have me a wife. Maybe it was maybe a curse to separate me from woman itself. But nah, I don't know what she done did. But these Spanish girls be into that heavy. So do you think that J.Lo really introduced witchcraft and sorcery to Diddy? Do you think that they roll with that? Why don't somebody interview J.Lo because before she's gone? Because like I said, I don't know how much longer J.Lo can really take this before she break. Oh, no doubt. Wow, the first wait, you was there with the first one? Yo, go. You was there with the first one when I first came out on TC on that TC channel. You go back then. Shout out to Goldie Mac. Shout out to Goldie Mac. All right, folks. Shout out to Goldie Mac. Yeah. All right. Shout out to Goldie Mac. Yeah, you already know, bro. You still be following? Do you still be following your boy TC? Yep. Yep. That's how underground I am, folks. You know what I'm saying? So Goldie Max confirmed that I'm not just coming on out talking. There's no crackhead, there's no dope fiend, there's no meth fiend, there's none above. It's smooth, clean dawn. You heard? Clean dawn. You heard? I ain't get you say no to what? I'm sorry. What you say no to? I just got caught up. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, not a real brother? Oh, you saying I'm not a real brother? Yeah, I was trying to get my live stream back up. I'm trying to get the stream yard, but they doing me dirty because I want to have more of a panel right now. I don't like doing it from YouTube because I can't have my panel. But um, I guess I'm gonna pay the stream yard fees so I can go back and do some stream yard. Oh, no doubt. Salute Goldie Mac. Salute Goldie Mac. No doubt. Goldie Mac, you know what, my dude? You you get a wrench. I tried to give a person a wrench the other day, and the wrench didn't pop up. Type something in there. Let's see if you got a wrench, because I just gave you a wrench. Just put something in there if you can. I want to see if the wrench come up. Why a wrench didn't show up? Do you see a wrench right now, bro? And yo, folks, I mean, I can really go hard on a lot of these situations, but I gotta talk about J.Lo right now. I gotta stay focused because we gotta talk about this J.Lo witch right now. Because this J.Lo witch, there's no telling how many Latin girls she has. No doubt, Goldie with the wrench. Okay, chop it up. Yes. He got the wrench. Shout out to you, Goldie, a real one. Shout out to you. Thanks for tuning in, Goldie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Thanks for you, Goldie Mac. That should look good. Goldie Mac got the wrench. Yo, it's funny because I was on what's his name, brother San. I was on Sanchez channel, and I don't know why. I'd be typing that he give me a wrench, they'd take the wrench away. They give me a wrench and take the wrench away. I don't know if he's taking the wrench away or if some of his moderators taking the wrench away, but I know he gave me a wrench on 3 different occasions, and then all of a sudden the wrench is gone. Why, bro? Just leave the wrench. Leave the wrench. So you know what, Matt? As a matter of fact, being that I brought that up, let me holler at this cat, go on, brother. Mr. Sanchez. I scrolled through his timelines. I scrolled through his channel timeline and looking at his topics. And for some reason, he's not really covering. I know he's a flat earther. I know they be covering a whole lot of stuff. But right now in our history, as being informative individuals and with this podcast shit, right now, damn, my vision is amazing. I see something crawling. Hold on, folks. Man, no bugs allowed. No bugs allowed. We don't have enough podcasters speaking about these stories in the situation. Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? I used to. That's what I'm saying. We got. I'm stay. I got you. Hold on. I don't want to lose this thought. But we have a whole lot of these podcasters in their channels, and they're not talking about these women. They talk about Black Power, Pan African Black Power, but they're not talking. I hate living in this building, but they're not talking about the real story. They're not talking about the real issues. They always talk about my sister and the Black queens and the women. They always talk about that shit, but I'm gonna have to start hammering on these guys again because they're not really talking about this situation. I wonder why. I wonder why. Is it because they're perversions? I don't know what it could be, but they are not really talking. They're not really opening up their platform to these females that's been victims of the diddy. But because y'all want to get into the music industry, that y'all feel no need to really talk about. You don't want to talk bad about these individuals. You don't want to talk bad about the Jay-Z and the Diddy. I'm really starting to feel some type of way. Like, yo, y'all better really open up your platforms to these females. It's time for us to really shut this entertainment world down. I used to love when you used to interview people and check them every time they used to hate. You know what I'm saying? Every time they used to, hey, hell yeah, interviews with you. I fall back and enjoy the live, my brother. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No, you ain't got to fall back. Keep rocking. You ain't got to fall back. You can talk, bro. I'm gonna keep my thoughts going. I just said, I'm pinning y'all up. You know what I'm saying? So go, keep talking, so other people can see we communicating here. We definitely communicating. All right, we definitely communicating. But I'm not gonna lie. I believe that I'm going to have to spend a week going in on these channels again. Okay, and the reason why I believe I'm gonna have to because for over 3 years, 4 years, they have not reached out to me. They have not reached out to me to cover the story. They would talk about Umar, but they would not elaborate on my situation. Like you said, you've been around from day one. All these podcasts, these channels, I'll be on their platform too. They loud me up, but they don't really build a program based on the story of my situation. So I don't feel like I'm going to go and take over their panel. I don't want to go and just take over their panel. I don't want to just go out there and say, oh, I'm going to try and make this all about me. So I sit back and I just go with the flow. But realistically, I'm going to spend some time going in on some of these podcasters again. I'm about these men because I have to challenge them. Black Man Rise, Original Rebel, we got Inauguration Day. Inauguration Day. We need to see you out there for Inauguration Day. I cannot do this by myself. So if you have a platform, you have more than 1,000 people on your platform, so subscribe to your channel. If you go out there and you talk every day, if I commented to you and I reach out to you and you're not reaching out back to me, if you've seen me, if you've seen the advertising, if you heard of this Inauguration Day rally protest, I'm not big enough for everybody to see me. Okay, I got it. I understand that. But if you are somehow getting it, like this one girl, she left the comment to on one of my videos, and she said that slander. She slander told everybody go check me out. Okay, so she came in, she spilled, she pulled up. One time I was on Brother Sanchez's channel, and he asked me my channel. I told my channel. Then a few people they went over there and they checked me out. Shout out to you. But if these brothers who have these panels and that I be on, and they not going to do a little cover story of my situation, it's going to piss me off. So right now, cover this, fellas. Cover this Inauguration Day Million Man's March. This has nothing to do with Muslims. This has nothing to do with Christians. This has nothing to do with Israelites. This has nothing to do with atheists. This has nothing to do with alien believers. This has nothing to do with flat earth. This has everything to do with men coming together, organizing so that we can move forward. Wow. Shout out to Goldie Mac, yo. And Goldie, and I ain't gonna front. I heard this from several people, what you're saying, and thanks for that, man. Thanks. Because I heard that from several people. When you really, it makes me sad that, you know what I'm saying, I don't have a bigger platform, because I believe that if I had a bigger platform, we would get more things done. Because you have all these people who have a bigger platform, they be having 1,000 people viewing this shit, 500 people viewing this shit, 100 people viewing it at a time. But yet and still, they don't have no meat and potatoes. They get a bunch of people to be on their live streams, and they just be yapping away. And they just keep people entertained with the bullshit. But like you said, from day one, what's crazy is you had and still do the best story. Because this is coming from a real place. This is not coming from a place like, oh, I want to do something, I want to cover something to get some views. So let me get back on this bitch, J.LO. J-Ho, from day one, has been shaking her ass. And like I said, I believe that she's part of a major operation, because these people are not getting rich because of legal money. The majority of these people are getting paid because of dirty money. Drugs, alcohol, sex. Drugs, alcohol, and sex. That's how they really get paid. They're not getting paid because we supporting them. They're not really getting paid because we buying their product. They're getting paid because of the black market. They get paid they get paid from the underground operations. And I want you to understand how deep this is. When you're looking at recruiting, you might recruit people for sexual activities. You might recruit people for your drug runners. Because if you can have a elite, you can have an army of young people traveling back and forth, and they getting picked up by their so-called parents, which is not their parents, but they're all part of an operation, and they illegally transporting kilos and kilos and kilos. Didn't old dirty bastard get, didn't he have a stomach filled with drugs? Didn't Lil Kim say, saying stash your stuff in the twat? How many people to stash stuff in their twats, in their buttholes? But when you have little kids that you can use for your drug running, that operation is sickening. When you have your little kids that have been smuggling drugs, and that's what I'm saying, J.Lo had a part in that. How do I know? I ain't got no facts on it, but just knowing that Jenny from the block, from Bronx, Castle Hill, if she's in that loop, she's in that wave, she was in that loop and she was in that wave because she's a down chick. And a lot of these dudes are looking for down ass chicks. Back in the 90s, she was a down chick. Once you understand the streets and you understand where these people come from, you understand that they made it because they did some down work. When you hear Jay-Z and them talk about they moving drugs, because I said from day one, when Jay-Z, it was an interview that Jay-Z had with Wendy Williams on the radio back in the days, in the 1990s, early 90s. And Jay-Z was talking about his coming up. And Wendy Williams was like, where like, how did your rise come? You doing songs with Mary J. Blige? How did that happen? And Jay-Z like, well, you know what I'm saying? How you asking me that question? Why you not asking, well, she doing songs with me? Give me some props. Then he started, talk about his rise. He's talking about he never been locked up, but you talk about you was moving mad drugs. So when he mentioned that, I put it together because I've been studying Illuminati at that time in the 90s. I first came across it in 93, 92, 93. And so when Jay-Z was emerging, I was like, he's rapping for the Illuminati. I said that in the 90s. I didn't say that when social media came. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? Watching videos from online. I said that just from hearing him on an interview with Wendy Williams and knowing a little bit that I knew about Illuminati and knew that they was going to be using various people. And when you tell me, and I'm getting locked up for nickel bags of freaking weed at the time, but you tell me that you was selling dope and all sorts of drugs, moving from state to state, and you no nigga, they pulled you over and said you're gonna rap for us, you're gonna be our informant. Jay-Z has been an informant since day one. J.LO, informant, runner, industry hoe, day one. Diddy, high wizard, grand wizard. He's a grand wizard at this point. Well, if I even if I'm using the wrong word when I'm saying wizard, forgive me, but he's one of those high level elitists. They say gatekeeper. You have to go through him because he's the new generation. You know, when we talk about old gray haired men that was way back in the days, 50s, 60s, 70s. Like what's that dude, Clive Davis? The torch has been passed. They teaching them all the games and ropes so they can keep this moving because this is their bloodline. Diddy was definitely on his way to the top. Diddy did a lot of dirt. I was watching the young lady talk. You know, she was on the Lionel B show. Shout out to Lionel B. That's where I got my little information from. I don't need yo. It's so weird because when I first came in the waves, he used to always pop up on my channel. I don't know why. I never searched for him, but he was popping on my channel. I looked at a couple of his videos, but I never really paid attention for 4 years. And then recently, you know, I catch him here and there. I don't even know if I subscribe to his channel or not, which I don't think so. But you know what I'm saying? I see he's getting real exclusive interviews. Whether he's a good guy or not, he's getting these exclusive interviews. And so he had this young lady, her name was Misha, and she was, you know, a victim and she escaped, but she was definitely in that world for quite some time, probably at least a year or two. I don't know how long she was in the mix, but she was in the mix for quite some time. And she don't have nothing good to say about Jennifer Lopez. She will let you know that these people are on a different level. And then she'll let you know that, and although you see all these people at high level, the worst is the ones who's beneath them. The sheriffs, the police department, your local businesses, your agents, your freaking yo. You want to hear something even worse? I'm gonna give you something even worse. How deep this shit goes. Your travel agencies. How they be known? They special travel agents get special flights for various people because the elites need. They understand what I'm trying to tell you. They need their downhill. They need their down on people. Their downline. You got the upline. The downline is very important for the elitists to survive. They have to have the right people in place. They have to have the right guards at the gate. They have to have the right drivers. They have to have the right runners. They have to have the right entertainers in place. J.Lo is one of the right entertainers. She's from the Bronx, New York. There's nothing good about that chick. There's nothing godly about that chick. When J.Lo came out with that green dress and she was with Diddy and it was just open like that dress, you know what I'm saying? The dress that just was completely open, I really lost respect for her 1,000 folds. But I understood what she stood for. Whenever you see women wearing dresses like that, they're already plugged in and they're being used for something big. They are the madams. They are the groomers for all these young kids that's coming in because they the ones that they worship, they idolize. And so then they come and they think that it's all good and gravy, like a Tyra Banks. They think it's all good and gravy, folks. Where's Tyra Banks? Could someone like Google and let me know where Tyra Banks is? Because I'm gonna leave the live for 2 seconds and say where Tyra Banks is. I gotta Google and find where Tyra Banks is. Could someone Google and find out where Tyra Banks is? When the last time you heard of Tyra Banks? Like I say, I'm not really in the mix like that. But when a show like Epstein had a major role, his role was to galvanize as many of the most beautifulest women's, and they were supposed to be groomed for everything. And they would promise things. So we're going to give you jobs. We're going to give you all the jobs that you need. We're going to give you the top jobs. We're going to, well, so you want to be a writer, you want to be a reporter? Okay, we're going to have you as a personal assistant here. You just got to come to this island and you just have to be down with the program. And we're going to make sure that your life is peaches and cream, but you just have to be down with the program. Or you want to be a singer, you want to be a writer, you got to come here. So they have to go through these outlets for those people who's willing to go to the highest level, push themselves, do it. So what you want? You do anything? I'll do anything. So when you have women, especially women, I'm talking about the ladies right now because we talk about J.LO. When you have our ladies who's willing to do anything for this fame, willing to do anything for their career, do anything for the story. They sleep with whoever they got to sleep with. Once they see that that's who you are, then you invite it to the big league. So tons of little young women, young girls is going through the islands because they got to go through the process. J.Lo was a groomer. J.Lo has to prove me wrong. So no, it's where we at right now, folks. Don't get nothing twisted because y'all acting like y'all ignorant. Don't act ignorant with me. Don't come over here and act ignorant with me. I ain't talking to you, Goldie. I'm talking to those people right there. Don't act ignorant with me. We live in the times that these people got to prove that this is not facts. It's not about where your receipts. My receipts is the past. Before all this stuff. All this stuff was being said in the past. This is not new stuff. This is old stuff. And so right now, for it to be in the spotlight, and right now, and everybody's getting locked up right now, that's your receipts. They have to prove now that they not. So right now, everybody, state your facts. What's your facts? Your beliefs. State your beliefs. State how you feel. Like I could talk about Umar Johnson. I actually went into person, been around him. I sucked up some of his energy. I felt his vibes, and I'm telling you, he's a creep. Do we have good intentions? I don't even know. We're gonna talk about that when we do this next one with Umar Johnson. I don't know. Because he has not opened a school, he has not taught a child, he has not even shown us anything. He didn't even write a children. This nigga could, in all this time frame, he could have wrote a children's book. He could have wrote the FDMG children's book for right now. But no, he wanted to write the Black Parent. No, nigga, write the FDMG children's book. You can't do that. That's what he should have been did. FDMG's coming soon. Write that book. But you didn't do that because you're not loyal to it. But I don't want to, ski off to a different lodge. I don't want to ski slope to a different lodge. Let me stay on the slopes that we on. The slippery slopes over here, J.Lo. Because I really don't see her lasting long. And honestly, if you want to hear how I really feel, as I listened to that young lady, Misha, talk about, that's me on the table. When she said that Bill Cosby took the cigar as he was smoking and put it out on her coochie, that her coochie must have been very wet. Can you imagine that pain of having a cigar, a big ass cigar, and he outed it on your coochie? He didn't stick it. He just put the fucking cigar out on your coochie. And that's not need to be said. Who makes a story up like that? Yo, if she can make up a story like that, she is better than Stephen King. Do you understand what I'm saying? For every woman that's coming out right now, Zadie, what up, baby? For every person that's coming out right now, for them to be able to come up with a creative story like that, they need a movie. Because they are the greatest writers of all time. This Sean Combs, every girl that's coming out talking about this Sean Combs, they are the greatest writers of the world. If this is fake, if this is fake storytelling, I'm telling you, they deserve Emmys, they deserve Oscars. They don't deserve to go to jail. No, they got the most creative story. After the end, if Diddy walks and he's free, all those women deserve a book because they came up with a great story to get this man locked up. If Cassidy was faking the fronting, she deserved an Oscar because that was a job well done to make y'all believe that she was acting. They need Emmys. What you call when they write a book and you know what I'm saying, the book it goes big time. They I forgot the name. As writers, poster writers, they need all the above. Allie Carter, she painting the pictures. Adria English, she need a show. Because if you tell me that these women are lying and they so creative with their thoughts, the way she mimicked the man's voice when she said her boyfriend came out the office, oh hell no. She's like, what happened? This nigga want me to suck his dick. That was powerful. Who makes that up? And if you do make that up, you deserve millions because you got everybody talking. So J.LO, I don't know how much time you have. I don't know what type of loyalty you guys got. I know they got tapes on you. I know they got information on you. I know, but yo, right now, it's either you gonna do right or you gonna get wronged. And the longer you prolong this, the longer you allow this to keep going, if you want to clear yourself, come out this closet, tell your story before someone else truly tells your story. And they telling your story. They saying that you're a witch. They saying that you cast spells. They saying that you also do women. And not only do women, but you do women with broken bottles. That itself is a no-no. That itself is crazy. Good evening. What you talking about good evening? It's a good morning, baby. I just thought about that. Hold on, what this? I skipped one. Matt, what you say? What always kept me watching you is because no matter what situation you are in, facts. And yo, damn, yo, you salute. I salute you on that because I ain't even finishing it. But like you said, I already know whatever you're gonna say is gonna be positive. You come up and out, and you can't be stopped. No doubt, fam. You see where we at, right, bro? See where we at, yo. Remember, I was bundled up underneath the covers around this. You know what I'm saying? Almost a year from now, right? We was bundled up, mad, and I showed you folks. I was like, yo, I'm out here. But I said, I'm out here for temp. You know what I'm saying? I did that because I wanted to smack these cats in their face. I wanted to smack them in their face. So shout out to you for paying attention to that. You feel me? No matter what situation I'm not gonna stop. We're gonna come out on top. That's why we got the inauguration day march, folks. This 2025 will be my year. 2025 will be our year. I promise you. I'm so focused, man. I'm so focused. I'm so happy that your boy Trump is in office. Okay? So I put that up there. I'm so happy and grateful that your man Trump is in office. You want to know why? I'm so happy and grateful that Trump is in office because it gives a whole nother platform. It gives another road for success. Biden didn't provide that. Harris didn't provide that. Trump provides that because whether or not you're with him or against him, he provides a platform for you to be able to one profit and also be able to mobilize. Everybody's not with him. So because everybody's not with him, it allows us to mobilize. So I'm mobilizing. We got Trump supporters here, no doubt. See where he at 4 people watching. Huh? You watch it too, and you comment, fool. And you want to know something crazier? Nathan Carr, even as I'm bigging you up and you still a clown fool, I ain't got the time and energy to go on you because I'm not gonna do that. But as you say, see where he's at with 4 people watching. Want to make a bet? Hit the cash up. $ Icy Don 167. I bet you this video will get over 200 views with only 2 people in there, 3 people in there, 1 person in there. I guarantee this video will get over 200 views. I guarantee this video might even get 400 views just with 4 people watching. So you's going to be part of history. All right. So shout out to you. Yeah. And whenever you try to spell something, oops, you like the true or troll. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do it right, baby. You heard? You're not paying attention to your man, Goldie Mac. You know what I'm saying? He let you know that I don't have no problem going in. So if you're gonna troll me. I'd rather you troll me than true me. True me sound like you trying to do me. I ain't gay, no diddy, homie. You like the true. What's true? You like the troll or true? Drew? Nah, I don't do that over here. No trolling over here, fellas. No trolling, okay? If you're gonna come over here like Nathan Carr, no trolling, okay? There's no Diddy here. I'm so bad. All right, let me leave you alone. I'm sorry. I know. Typing error. My bad. But don't troll me, okay? I don't want nobody trolling me. See, when you say true, you look how you got to put your mouth. True. Troll, true. Like you kissing at me. True. Don't troll me. Don't even troll me. Cash at me. $ Icy Don 167. All right, Nathan Carr. So if you come back, cash at me. Do not troll me. Facts. Get him, girl. Behave yourself in the chat, please. Show respect. I love you, Zaddy. So yeah, let's get back on track. So now you gotta think, because see, when this comes to organized crime, I really need you to understand why J.LO was very important, because she was Latin at the time. And oh man, see, y'all better follow me. That's why they gave her the role Selena. See, the role Selena was a big role because it was letting you know that she is the new representation for the Spanish people. She was going to be the interpreter for the Spanish people. She was going to be the Spanish underground woman. She's the Spanish underground mistress. That's why they tied her with Diddy. And when you pay attention to the book, what did he say to Kim Porter? He says, yo, what's about to happen is, they about to stage, we got this relationship going on, but this is really for the entertainment people. See, Kim Porter wasn't strong enough. Her presence wasn't entertaining enough. Okay? Kim Porter, yes, she was Kim Porter, she was a pretty woman, but she wasn't entertaining enough. So Diddy needed someone else for him to rise up. Just like, excuse me, folks. Just like I know I'm about to sneeze. Just like hold on. Excuse me. Just like what's the nigga name? Jay-Z. For him to keep climbing the ranks, they had to match him. Beyonce. They know what the matchmaking was serious because they know what the eyes of the people, what they want, the image they wanted to put out there. So now they had dancing Jay-Z, they had dancing J.LO, they dancing all over the place. They got everybody into this different zone while they were just dancing on you folks. They dancing on you. We need some likes for this video, okay? We need some likes for Nathan Carr. I need more than 4 likes, okay? So let's get the 4 likes up. Please, we need more than 4 likes in the building, right? Please. All right? We need more than 4 likes, all right? Because Nathan Carr has joked. He's jokey joke. Nathan, come back, all right? Don't disappear on me, kid. Come back and, keep it chopping up. You know what I'm saying? Talk your talk. It's all good. Talk your talk, Nathan, but just be respectful. Otherwise, Zadi's going to block you. Don't block him yet, but you know what I'm saying? Don't block him just yet. All right? Hit the like button. We trying to get up to 4 likes right now. Just for there we go. We got that one other one. All right, get the 4 likes so we can continue on. One more like so we can continue because we getting in right now. Because I'm trying to break it down for you. J.Lo was needed. J.Lo was very. Look. Tell me what Latin queen was out there at the time from 1990. What? Let me give me a year. Get from 1992, 1993 all the way through. Zadi, could you find out real quick what year did In Living Color come out? What year did In Living Color come out? What year did J.Lo start dancing on In Living Color? Because they needed facts. I'm glad. See now, look. See, I want y'all to pay attention big time. Shout out to you, okay? Rosie Perez, Do the Right Thing. This is how I knew that they broke her too. All right, Rosie Perez was that Spanish chick at the time. Yes, Zaddy, love you for that one. Hells to the air. Let's go. I'm going to it now. Now I can go. I need this fuel. Rosie, I knew somebody before that other Spanish girl. Yes, it was not in between. Rosie Perez was that Latin chick. Remember, she was dancing in Living Color. She was first on Living Color. Then she passed the torch to that chick. All right? Just like Janet Jackson passed the torch to Beyonce, J.Lo received the torch from Rosie Perez. But Rosie Perez, I knew that she was down with the club when she had to get her titties licked. When Ice Cube, sucked her nipples and do the right thing. That was real big for her. And then from then on, she was always labeled as a symbol that represents sex. Trust me, they do your Latin women dirty. They do your Latin women dirty. They do all of our women dirty. But they trust me, they do all women dirty. Don't get nothing twisted that I'm saying. I'm just trying to break it down. But Rosie Perez, okay? She was that queen. She was that Spanish queen at the time. She had it on lock. And then once J.Lo came with that big old butt and she was dancing, it had to go to J.Lo because J.Lo was from the block and she was doing the things that a lot of folks was needing at that time. She spoke both languages and she was needed to groom the future women. Like Tyra Banks was used to groom these women. There's certain women that's here to help groom them. Trust me. I didn't know that, but I think Rosie was a little too Latina for the masses. You might be right about that. That's what I'm saying. And see, I'm not reading stuff, but I would agree with you. That's why I say J.Lo was a little different because she was she was so bilingual and her ability to really fit the role. She fit the role much better than Rosie Perez. Because when Rosie Perez was in the show, was in the movie White Man Can't Jump. See, I'm proving the point. Okay, you had Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes. White Man Can't Jump with Rosie Perez. Then you had Money Train, Woody Harrelson, Wesley Snipes, Jennifer Lopez. Go back in your history. So they knew they could use Jennifer Lopez because she had a more of American look. She had more of a white look that they can run with. This was deep. Yes, sir. Thanks, Goldie. In Living Color is an American sketch comedy television series that originally ran on Fox from April 15, 1990. 1990, okay, folks? Now, we give you some history. Even for me, 1990 is not, what I'm saying? That was like the future because I'm a little older. But when you say 1990 and 2024, That was a long time ago, 34 years ago. The age of a lot of you people watching. Y'all was little kids watching it. To May 19, 1994. Kean Ivory Wayans created the role and starred in the program. When did Jennifer Lopez, Goldie, start dancing? Was she dancing? Because remember, J.Lo wasn't Rosie Perez on the show first, and then they switched over to J.Lo. Okay, when did J.Lo start dancing in Living Color? Let me go down. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. I'm going to go back to what Zadi was saying because Zadi said something that was kind of important. She said, I didn't know that, but I think Rosie Perez was a little too Latino for the masses. I heard damn, what the hell? Latino. So I say J.Lo was Latino when it suited her. Yeah, J.Lo definitely was better for their movement. All hands on deck. But for the new wave, J.Lo was that chick. And like I said, J.Lo was also from the streets. She's not saying Jenny for the block for a reason. You know, she says it she's not saying it without it being for a reason. Jenny from the block. Someone probably gave her that title. Why? Because Jenny was from the block. Jenny's hood. You know, so that nigga down. Oh, that nigga hood. He'd be a white boy. That's. Give me a white boy name. That's such and such. That's Bobby. Bobby from the block. Yo, he's good. He's from the block. He rolls up. He gets down. He rolls out. He fighting with us. He's from the block. Jenny was from the block. That's why Diddy had her carrying the Glock. She was used to that. She's good with it. Jennifer Lopez was not no good girl, folks. I put it to you like this: any woman who passed through Bad Boy was not a good girl. Every single person that went through Bad Boy was not a good girl. And once you can comprehend that, then you understand that the higher ups that was above the Diddy at the time in the 90s, they knew they can use these people. So we're going to give this dude the money that he needs so he can be on top and he can run these people. Okay, so he was getting the money from the upper ups, and he was organizing everybody, putting everybody in place. He had his white girls, he had his Spanish girls, he had his black girls, he had the low level ones, he had the dirt ones, the ones that are just going to be shitted on. Okay, there's the girls that's going to be used just to run the drugs, the girls that's being used just for the sex toys. He had everybody in place. It was an operation, a great operation when you look at it, for the elites to push their agenda. The agenda we living in right now, to push the agenda that we are living in to this day. Thanks. Okay, so Goldie Mac is cool. That's why you got that. That's why you got that wrench, my dude. Jennifer Lopez first appeared in Living Color in 1992, and was a fly girl on episode 3, number 3, 27. Lopez auditioned for the Fly Girl Dance Squad in 1990 in front of Rosie Perez. Okay, pay attention to that right there. So she didn't get it until 1992. So Rosie Perez must have groomed her. Like, what you gonna do, girl? Okay, like I said, Rosie Perez was the Latin chick that was grooming beforehand. She was grooming beforehand. Look at her in the movie Pineapple Express. You see her, the dark side they had her as? She was a police officer, but she was a crooked cop. Trust me, Rosie Perez dark side was what they developed. She was from Bronx. She was from Brooklyn. She probably was no different than J.Lo. I'm not giving none of these girls. No, they have to prove to me that they wasn't of that life. I'm going to put out fake news. I'm going to talk my talk. I'm going to give all my assumptions. These witches got to prove that I'm an asshole and I'm wrong. And I don't mind being an asshole and wrong if you're right and you're not part of this project. You're not part of this program. And I've made a mockery of myself. I'm so sorry. But you got to prove me, bitches. You got to prove me, bitches. You taking bottles and you shove it up in. What did Rosie say you got to do? Yeah, you guess it too. We all gonna guess. I'll guess it too. So for 2 years, she groomed her. And she got on the show. She did what she had to do. She got on the show. She slept with who she needed to sleep with. They saw that she was a down chick from the block, and now we can use her. None of these people come into the industry if you can't be used for the dirty money. Always remember that, niggas. Excuse me, I'm getting mad, yo. I'm getting mad because I keep thinking about this girl being stabbed in the twat with a bottle, a broken bottle by this fucking witch, Jennifer Lopez. I'm very upset about that. It hurts because I'm thinking about all these stories that they're telling me, and I'm thinking about for all these years of me knowing that this world do exist. When that movie Hostel came out, and they were showing you those people in that was being used for all forms of torture, I was like, oh my god, this really exists. When I came across that tape about Illuminati, I said, "Oh my God, this is deep. This is what made me who I am." And then hearing the voice of God talking to me. No, I ain't no perfect boy. Hell no. Fuck out of here. No, no. Can't call that. I'm not that. But I know what's right and I know what's wrong. Yo, I need one more like, folks. I need to get 4 likes for my man Nathan Carr. You know what I'm saying? I need 4 likes for him. Yeah, but she definitely was groomed. You gotta hit the like button for Zadi, man. She coming here all the way from UK. She coming from the UK, folks. Give my girl Zadi a like, folks. What you say? But they say she wasn't hood. She did that to appeal to the black community and her black audience. So then she's just an actress. But trust me, who said that who said that she wasn't hood? You know what I'm saying? Nah, I think that chick was hood. And when I say hood, I don't necessarily mean like she was running around fighting and shit, but she was a pretty girl. She was not the pretty girl in the house. I believe she was a pretty girl that was on the block. She was the pretty girl that got churned out. I don't really think Jennifer Lopez is innocent because for you to be for you not to be hood, for you not to be, you do not go out there and wear gowns like that. You do not show your body off like that. You do not whore yourself unless you already have whoreism in you. She didn't get turned out like that, like that. She already had a little spark in her. And then Rosie Perez had to bring it out more and more. And then the more she brought that spark out, then she started doing more things, to appeal to the black community, like holding the guns and being part of the drug game and everything. She was part of that dirty money. Hollywood do not need you unless you're going to be part of their dirty money, their secret society and their dirty money. All right? This is crazy. Yo, Yadi, this country is ugly. Yo, she's typing fast, so don't worry about the G. She said that. Yeah, I need that. Like, yeah, she need that like. Give her that like. She need the like, folks. We got to get this in the algorithms. We got to get us out there. We got to be heard. We got to, not me, but we got to be heard because we talking real talk, and we got to get into the network. Because most people that's out there in the network, they all about that cornball life. They about just really having likes and shares and all this other stuff. But my message is really some message that we gotta get to the people. I'm not doing this for entertainment. I'm really doing this for a wake up call because we got to get these demons out of our way. We got too many people that's in place for real people. We got to get them out the way. Jennifer Lopez, there's another Spanish girl that's out there that can dance better than you, that looks better than you, that has a better body than you, that sings better than you, that acts better than you, and that really acts better than you. She's not about that life. We got to get her into the spotlight. Street anthem entertainment, folks. Support the cause. Inauguration day, support the cause. I'm only 34 minutes in this live. I thought I was at least an hour in. I felt like I was speaking for an hour. Yesterday, the live went by fast, but today it seemed like it's going by slow. What time is it? 12:42. 12:42. I started this live like 11 something. This is very weird because it's saying that this live been going on for 34 minutes. But I know I started this live like 12 something. 11 something. I didn't start it at 12 something. Because I got on live around 11:20. That's very weird. I'm sorry, I have to pause for a second because I'm looking at this time. It says 12:42. I started this live around 11:20, 11:30 the latest. So how I'm only on this live for 35 minutes? And it's 12:42. I didn't start the live at 12:10. I started the live at 11 something. This is very weird to me. Damn. Let's get this into the algorithms, yo, for real. I really need your help. Like I said before, back in days, it was not about this. I wasn't about this life. And I'm really mad at myself because if I really embraced everyone like Goldie Mac back in days, you know what I'm saying, we definitely be high in the algorithms. We have over like 1,000 subscribers by now. But you know what I'm saying, I was in a hurt place. I wasn't feeling the people that was attacking me. I'm like, yo, I'm a victim, you attacking me. You know what I'm saying? It's like you blaming me for being attacked. And that's why I'm really bigging up these girls because they coming out and they telling their story. And it takes a lot for a woman to tell that she was sodomized, she was raped, she was used and abused, she done had sex with over 400 men. It's not easy to do that and still have your dignity and smile. It's not easy to do that. It's not easy to say that someone stabbed you in your twat and damage your shit up and think that you're going to get a husband. It's not easy to do that. So we got to big up these girls and we got to definitely, you know what I'm saying, represent. And that's what we're doing. Dude, that's some weird shit right there, though. Yo, 400 sounds like a lot, right? 400 sounds like a lot. But let's just do some math. If you having sex with 5 to 10 men a day, and this is your life, and you doing this 5 to 10 men a day for at least 5 days a week, okay? And they have you for at least 3 years, 5 years. Yeah, those numbers get up. Those numbers get up. These people paying for it. It's not like you looking out there. No, these numbers get up. Yeah, I know. That's why I gotta talk because I gotta paint the picture so that I'm not saying grape. I'm saying rape. I don't have no cares about being sensitive. I want you to understand the hardship of what's going on. If you are trapped for 4 years in this ring, there's babies that's been groomed in this shit from the time of them being 9 years of age. I seen some stuff about this little girl. My phones was really lit at one point. Little girls being groomed by her parents, and they all politicians, and they gotta pass their children around. And she being groomed at the age of 5, sodomized and raped at the age of 5, all the way to this present day. She now 28, 29. That's all she knew. You got to always ask yourself, why are these people so perfect? They seem like they're so perfect because they groomed. Majority of the people that we see on TV are groomed. background people, people that's in extras, groomed. They get on the bus, they let out, they part of the set, they get back on the bus, they go back to their world. There are people that's being kidnapped and they just part of showbiz. There was a movie that was created and they killed the extras. Like they had 5,000 tons of water. They were doing the Great Flood back in the day. They were showing the movie The Great Flood, and they actually had people on the set that they dumped 50,000 gallons of freaking water. And I'm probably not even hitting it right. You know what I'm saying? 50,000 tons of water. And they just had it, and the people didn't even know they was going to do that. And so they was really struggling trying to survive the water. But they wanted the image to look that real. Hollywood would do shit like that to you. They would do human sacrifice and we would watch it and we think it was a movie, but that was a real situation. And because these people was extra that came from Honduras, they came from the deep dark side of Madagascar, they came from the jungles, they got these folks, they put them in the movies as extras. And they was just there to die. Hollywood been doing this forever. So where we at right now in 2025 with Hollywood, do you know how many shows you might see people being sacrificed on stage, not knowing that was a human sacrifice at a concert? And I'm saying this from what I believe, not from me watching people video. I'm telling you from what I believe. These women are terrified. And for all these men to have these panels and they not organized and they not putting these women out there on these panels, shame on you. Trying to go back and forth talking about each other, shame on you. We need to just dedicate the airwaves to these women. Where mainstream start talking about these women. Do we see on News 4? Do we see on News 5? Do we see on News 7? Do we need to see on News 12? Do we see on News 33? Whatever news you watch. Do you see mainstream news talk about these young ladies and their allegations? They are not going to do that, folks, because they know that this is going to shut down the whole system that we live in. Yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm hurting. I'm sad. I'm mad. I'm frustrated. I wish that I can have superpowers like Hancock right now and just go out there and just go to every underground tunnel and destroy it. Don't you wish you can do that sometimes? Don't you wish that you could just morph somewhere and save the people? That's how I feel right now. I really wish that I could just I pray that I can just get my wings. I pray I can get my powers and be able to fight on a different level. But because I don't have my wings and I don't have powers right now, I only have the power of the tongue. I only have the power of the tongue to let you know that we must get out there and we must stand for these people. We must fight for these people. I gotta cut my hair again. We have to fight the struggle because no one's going to fight this for us. There's too much money in human trafficking. There's too much money in human parts. The only way we can end this is if we end it from the top. And we have to fight the top. And the only way we can fight the top is if we all on one page and we all speaking up against the J.LOs. J.LO, if she killed herself, how many people would be upset or sad? And if she did do it, if it goes down as a suicide, I want it to be a suicide. I don't want it to be a murder suicide. If it's a murder, I want it to go down as a murder. So if she dies because she was murdered, I want it to go down as she was murdered. Not them switching around and saying that it was a suicide. Whatever she gets, I want it to really be what it is, not something that they twisted. I don't know how deep she was in it, but I really believe that she's well deep in it. I believe that she was part of the cartels. I believe that she was, like I said, part of grooming these girls. I believe that she was part of making sure that these girls feel comfortable enough that they would stay. What made you think Cassie was down? Cassandra, she was down because of Jennifer Lopez. Cassie felt she could be the new Jennifer Lopez in Sean's life. And Sean portrayed and pushed it to her. You're going to be bigger than Jennifer. You're going to stay around. She stayed around for 10 years. Zadie, if you still around, Cassandra was around for 10 years. She sued for $30 million. How many men you think she was forced to sleep with? And we ain't talking about broke men. She was not cheap coochie. She was expensive coochie. She wasn't a cheap sell. She was expensive money. 5,000 and plus. A cheap date was probably $1,000. She was making movies. How many men do you think Cassidy slept with in 10 years of dealing with Diddy? Okay? Like I say, 400 and better. How many men you really think she slept with? Cassidy. How many men do you think Kim Porter slept with? And we ain't even just talk about on her own. I'm talking about forcefully slept with. Just listen to the story. She said she was with Tupac, she was with Diddy, she was with I'll Be Sure. Okay, she was with Wolf. And then she was sleeping with all sorts of people, probably Will Smith and everybody else that came through. And then sleeping with all sorts of any and everybody. I'm pretty sure she had more than 100 underneath her belt. Easy. And when you look at Epstein Islands and things like that, that's a grooming paradise. A grooming paradise for women. All the women who wants to get into the industry, all the women that want to get into various things, you got to come through here, and we're going to make sure that your dreams come true. All you have to do is do the do. If it's such a bad place, if it was really such a horrible place, somebody would have been brought it out to attention, and they've been on the mainstream news about it. But because so many jobs was given from there, so many people, so many women became millionaires because of the situation. So many people received a contract. You understand what I'm saying? When you receive a contract and you coming from poverty, you might just be quiet. Yo, for real, I'm very tight right now because I know I was on this shit for more than 47 minutes. I know I started this live stream because I got off the internet, I got off the Google around 11:12, and I know I started the live stream around 11:17, 11:20. And it says I was only on for 48 minutes. But if there's a new person on, we need you to hit that like button. Zadi needs you to hit the like button. My mods need you to hit the like buttons because they like to see us get that support, and they like to see us in the algorithms, and they also like to hear the conversation that we have. The more views, the more likes I get, the more I want to come and do a live. The less views and less likes, you know what I'm saying, my energy don't be as high. But I still gonna come, even if I have nobody and I'm talking to myself, I would still do the live because I have to get off my chest. But it's just a different vibe and different feeling when you know that you're being reached and you're being heard by more people. Support the cause. But J.Lo, what time frame, what do you think would be her breaking point? Or do you think that they're gonna protect her? That's the big question. Do you Do you think that she's going to be sent to jail, or do you think that she's going to escape? She escaped the first time with Sean Combs. Sean Combs escaped, but Sean Combs is now in jail. Do you think that she can escape again? Do you think that Jenny from the block can escape the allegations that she has against her? Do you think that she can escape the crimes that she did? She look, she had her run. Jennifer Lopez had a nice run. She had a 30-year career run from being a fat booty girl dancing on in Living Color. She made a ton of money. She made a ton of money. She didn't do nothing for Castle Hill Bronx because she's not about that world. She in her speech. Okay, before I end this is what this woman said when she was doing the presidential speech for what's her name. She says that it's our responsibility to provide for this next generation a place where they feel a free world, a safe place. Okay, this is what she says. It's our responsibility to provide a safe place for the kids, a free world for the kids. This is what she says. What about all those kids in containers? What about all those children that's being harmed by Bud Sean and all these other people that you know of? How are you going to stand there and say shit like this? Who do they pledge their allegiance to? Then she says, and for women, I support my women. Freedom to choose what women want to do with their bodies. She said, freedom to choose what women want to do with their bodies. Did that girl want a bottle shoved in her twat? Huh, Jennifer? Anybody out there who thinks that you want a bottle, a crack bottle, not just a bottle? Yo, I'm gonna tell a nasty story about me. I actually used a bottle for a girl, but she gave me the bottle. One time, I'm gonna tell you a nasty story. One time that I was in a club with one of my peoples, and I was just walking by. I don't even think I had a drink. I was just walking by, and one of the girls, she was dancing on this thing. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you. She was dancing. I'm gonna show you. She was dancing on. It was like a log or some shit. I'm walking by, and she's dancing on the log, and so she's up there high. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm by the ceiling right now, and so she was standing. She was on this thing. She was standing. She was dancing. I'm walking by, and you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, this shit looks crazy. It looked like a scene from Dusk to Dawn. Okay, it looked like a scene from Dusk to Dawn. So I'm walking by, and I walked by her. I looked at her, and she grabbed me by the shoulder like this, and she pulled me around. So I'm looking at her, she's facing her, and then she dancing, and she took the bottle, she put it in my hand, and she took my hand, and she, okay. What? Yeah. And so then I like, yo, I gave her back the bottle because I ain't standing there. It wasn't nothing like that. I was like, yo, because like I said, she grabbed me and then she started dancing. And I'm like I said, I'm in the club and I wasn't bothering none of the chicks. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I sat in a spot and there was two other girls in there and they was just talking. They supposed to be working, but they wasn't working. I was sitting there and they were sitting there and we was just sitting. I spent most of my time talking to them, just talking. We was just talking about life. Shit was crazy. It was like I guess I was a therapist for them. And so then when I left them, because I was like, let me find my peoples. Because I've been with you girls for this long. I don't even know where my people's at. So when I go looking for my peoples, this is when I'm walking. I'm all by myself looking for them. And that's when the girl, she grabbed me by my shoulder and she turned me around and she took my hand and she put the bottle and she made me poke her with the bottle. And I maybe jabbed it like 2-3 times. And I was like, yo, that's nasty. So I just gave back the bottle and then she took it and she drank the shit. That's why I said, no, that world is not for me. I felt like I was in the movie Dust to Dawn. See, come out the closet, folks. Then, make the long story short, it's funny because then my boy actually came across her afterwards and then met her, and then he started dealing with her. I met her after that situation. She came and picked us up, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Wow." The first time I met her was in that club. First time he met her, and the next thing you know, she come and pick us up, and I was like, "Yo, damn, get away from me." Yeah, the world is spooky. World is spooky. So, like I say, folks, watch your babies, watch your children. When it comes to these agencies and the world of entertainment, right about now, it's up for us. It's up to us to organize the new world of entertainment. It's up for us to organize the new world of fashion and the way we're going to be thinking about each other. We cannot allow Hollywood to dictate the flow through their entertainment, through their movies, through their TV shows, through their commercials, because everyone know that their TV shows and their commercials right now is trying to indoctrinate us to the alphabet group, and they want to make pedophilia legal. The majority of the alphabet groups, they don't really support pedophilia, but when you have the majority of the alphabet groups, you have the politicians, and they've been compromised in the bad position where they are now in the position where they have to write and sign off and make things law and make things legal. This was going on, but God intervened, locked Diddy up, and I think if we really start pressing the situation, I truly believe that we can save these babies. But as for Jennifer Lopez, I say it again. She says, for my women, I believe that freedom to choose what women want to do with their bodies. She said predators who abuse women. You abuse them. I cannot wait for the Jenny from the Block story to come out. Like if I had a little bit of money, and I would just start the movie right now, Jenny from the Block, because she has a wonderful story to be seen right about now. Jennifer Lopez story need to be seen right now because they want to do Surviving Diddy. How about Surviving the Divas? Like I say, where's Tyra Banks? All the women that she turned out. That girl Eva came from the Tyra Banks show, and you see, hey, they got even. They kind of play with her. They turned her out. Tyra Banks was grooming them girls. Ray J grooming them girls. It's more scary than you can imagine. And if we just sit back and we look at it for entertainment, we are destroying ourselves. But if we sit back and we look at it at a point where we could do something about it, then we could save all those children that's going to go missing next year. We could save all those women that's going to be used for sex toys. We can save all those boys from being sodomized and raped and taking their manhood taken from them. But sitting back and waiting for it to all happen for entertainment is a no-no. And I feel bad because I believe I sat back and waited for this situation to come, for me now to emerge. I feel like a piece of shit because I should have emerged a long time ago, and I should have got my John Hancock stripes, Hancock, and I should have been out there saving some of these babies. But the only way I can do it now is by organizing. So inauguration day, join the mission, join the movement. We need you. I just want to say thank you to all those people who tapped in. Thank you for those people who was chatting with me. Thank you for the people who kept this live going. I cannot believe it's already 1 o'clock, but my thing's saying only been an hour. Did the time go back or something? Did it move forward? Did something happen? I just don't know. But that's some weird shit. But shout out to all the mods. Shout out to the new mod, Goldie Mac. Shout out to Zadi for jumping in and always doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? She comes in and she knows how to move the crowd. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for us to really start getting the numbers that we deserve. I'm working on that right now too, folks. I'm working on getting more subscribers. But yo, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Yo, I'm about to bounce, okay, folks? So I'll catch you on the next one. But yo, in the meantime, I want you to check out these women. Okay, I want you to check out these names. Okay, let me check out these names right here. Phyllis Hyman. Check out her story. Simone Charisse. Google these women. Melinda Gale McCready. Okay, that's the big one right there. It was a porno video of her that went out, and she died to a gunshot wound. Okay, they said self-inflicted gunshot wound. She couldn't take it. She killed herself because they made a videotape of her. Also, this young lady right here, Chelsea, whatever her name is, Chelsea Corinne Christ. She was pretty too. She was very, very pretty. She was Miss America, Miss USA in 2019. Okay, I want y'all to check this out. She was Miss America 2019, January 30th. So her death is coming up. They found her on the sidewalk in front of her condominium. Do you think these women killed themselves? Or do you think that they was killed? And if they did kill themselves, what really made them to go to that high level to that? I don't know. Suicide is real, and that's what I'm saying. J.LO, we got our eyes on you. Just know that we want you to go to jail, J.LO. We really do. Because if you was behind some of this creepy stuff, which we know you were, if you did harm to these women like they said that you did, you must serve some time. I don't care if it's just a year. It'll be a great day when you go to jail and he go to jail and she go to jail. And why we wishing jail on these people? Because it's either jail or hell. See, these are my notes. I was doing notes, okay? Hood politics, baby. Thank y'all for your listening ear. That's what you listen to, Hood Politics. And peace. Thanks for everybody tapping in. Catch you a little later on.